Okay. My name is JASMINE binti Muhammad RASHIDI. Matrix card number 2019245894.
My name is Sarah Binti Abdulaziz and my matrix card is 2019806028.
My name is Muhammad AIFIFI AKMAL bin Muhammad HANIFAH. My matric card is 2019407084.
Okay. So, in this world right now, we are more uh, dependent on the English language in terms of job, especially since English is an international language. Therefore, most jobs require their employees to speak English. So I think that obviously it is very, very important for every person to be a fluent English speaker. But what do you think is the best way for you to improve your English speaking?
Um, in my opinion, I truly believe that by listening to radio stations and listening to the radio would definitely help you to improve your English, not just understanding, but also in terms of communicating. Firstly, because radios they use perfect English. It's very rare to hear like radios they don't use perfect English. Other than that, it's more interesting than to you can hear a lot of things on the radio, like people talking. There's segments and there's talks, and then there's also music and then songs that you can actually learn English, and it's more like fun to learn in a way. And also, not just that, by listening to radio stations, it does help you to have to improve your listening skills, and then also you can learn intonations and pronunciations more by listening instead of reading. So yeah, that's my opinion. How about IFIFI though? What's your opinion?
In my opinion, we can use English when interacting with friends on the social media. Social media is the best way to communicate with other because we cannot see each other face. So we will not feel embraced with ourselves. Moreover, we have a social media like Snapchat. Snapchat is a place or a platform that lends itself to practicing writing and pronunciation. You can send short videos to your friends or picture with caption. The best part, the videos and the pictures delete after 10 seconds. So any mistake go with them. Like on YouTube, we can learn new pronunciation. We can search on YouTube like video for a new pronunciation or anything. When learning any new language, practice is the most important things. Use your social media platform to build confidence in your writing skill, and before you know it, you'll be speaking and writing perfect English. That's my point. How about you, EDJ?
I think that I think my point can actually very much correlate with the social media thing, but my idea is that making friends with people with English speakers, because the best way to learn is through experience. And when you have friends who are constantly speaking to you in English, and say I'm not one for fluent, I don't have fluent English, but I make friends with people who are fluent in English. uh, by conversing with them, it can really help me improve my own, because unintentionally I will learn grammar and vocabulary from them. Like sometimes they would talk and talk and they'd say something that I don't understand. So I can ask them what it means, thus teaching me English. And I personally think that is probably one of the best ways, because I do have experience in that, in sense that uh the high school I went to was very, very English speaker. Like everyone spoke English, and by the end of Form 5, there's not a single person who started out in Form 1 as a more who wasn't like fluent in English in Form 1. By the time they were Form 5, they could converse in perfect English, because everyone there is just so they prefer speaking English as a whole, and it's kind of hard to not make friends with English speakers
Yeah.
there. So
Yeah.
but I have to talk about the social media one. I partly disagree on your point in sense that social media can be a tough place to learn English in sense that when you try to speak English with your friends, other people might belittle you for trying in sense that there's like grammar Nazis who they say they're teaching you English, but they're really just kind of like attacking you for not knowing the right thing. And
Yeah.
sometimes,
Yep.
and I mean, it can teach you, but not in a positive way.
Yeah.
What do
So
you think
like
about that?
So I definitely agree with EJ because sometimes when these grammar Nazis, instead of making us want to learn English, it makes us to stop talking in English because we're embarrassed, because we're insecure. And I think like yeah, social media can be toxic, as we all know. And
Yeah.
it's social media unless you go to like a website or like something that like professionally teach you English, then it's okay. But if social media, I'm not really sure if people are going to teach you or they're going to attack you for your
Yeah,
mistake.
it's not the best place.
But it can be, but most probably not. And about EJ, I do agree. If we communicate with like English talking people, um, we learn more.
Mm.
I get the point from you, Jay. So I would to, I would like to say to Sarah. I would like to say agree with Sarah about and watching more English programs or radio station because it was the best way to communicate with others because English communication skills should be taught in in television or radio because uh, that was a good idea lah.
Yeah, because it like unintentionally teaches you English while entertaining you. It doesn't feel like it's homework.
Yeah,
So I really like, radio station stuff. Yeah, so I think that just like comes to show that there's so many ways that we can learn English. We can improve our English, whether it's like you're trying to do it intentionally or unintentionally. So I'm glad we can all agree on on the different ways to improve our English. And sure, there's agreements and disagreements, but all in all, it's still um, the main point was to find out new ways to learn English. So thank you,
yeah.
everyone.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
I hope this was
thank
all
you.
beneficial to each other.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Okay, bye. Thank you.
Bye.